Chopin is definitely out of the question, and
even though playing Chopin is, listening to him is...
Yes, playing Chopin is not. Let's see. The only thing I can accurately play from Chopin is literally the first measure of wind or winds, which is literally just this.
Have you heard it, Lizzie?
No.
Okay, you're gonna... Wait till you hear it, Lizzie. I bet we can find a YouTube of
it. Mikey, I can't get on the couch.
Oh.
Maybe we should put it to the right of the table. The recycling.
It is to the right of the table. Oh, move it. Oh.
Further, yeah.
Where is it? Oh, it is... Oh, you moved it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A friend of mine can play that piece extraordinarily well, and I'm jealous of them, kind of. And I'm like, oh, dude, you need to teach me that. And he's like, yeah, you're only in basic piano.
Like, how fast can it... Like, because I've heard a version on YouTube.
Oh, it's so fast.
It is. It's like faster than Denise Leigh.
Yeah, it's crazy. Here, let me pull up a version that I like that's actually really fast. It'll be on my phone, so forgive the bad speaker. Please. But, it's I know exactly where to find it. Cause...
It must be in your light.
Oh, yeah, it's downloaded and everything. It's like right there where I can find it.
Oh, on Spotify, you mean?
Yep. It's on my Spotify.
Gosh, I wish Spotify was accessible, but it isn't. But I am afraid that if you do have any vocal pieces in there, that you might have sopranos that have wobbles.
Nah, not in my classical music section. It's all
instrumental?
Yeah.
Oh.
Other than Baroque vocal music, which doesn't have vibrato to begin with.
Oh, okay. So I guess that if you look at my liked videos, you'll find singers that you really should be exposing your ears to.
Yep.
You said that Emily has like a 7.5 vibrato,
yeah.
but I'm not sure if that would be totally accurate or not.
I mean, you haven't heard her sing?
No.
Haven't heard who sing?
Emily.
My voice teacher.
Oh.
Denise is an 8 in 2003. Denise is an 8 vibrato.
Mm.
I tried to send you like a compilation of vibratos, which like the speeds that I know what speeds they are.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we can listen to that, maybe you could like when we get to the right number, you could tell me, and I'd be able to tell you whether that's a 7 or a 7.5.
Hang on, I found it.
Okay. And by the way, Big Hailey is a 7.5. Wait, Lizzie. Just wait. Just wait.
Oh, my Lou! That's worse than, or not worse, but that's more virtuosic than Richard Harvey.
And this is why I love Frédéric Chopin.
That's why I like it, but like
you like it, but you can't play it.
I know.
Like, even I wouldn't be able to play this.
Oh, my friend Hazel can play it, and I'm so incredibly jealous. I'm like,
can she play it like
GRCC?
that?
She's at GRCC. She's close. She's not quite at that speed yet.
Like, what would you estimate?
Maybe slightly slower than this.
Like, or faster.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But she's still learning it. Like, it's part of her lesson. She's in piano like 4, so like that's why.
Yeah, I never learned that one. I've learned Debussy's Reverie though.
Oh, I love Reverie.
That was really challenging, but it was worth it.
I love a bunch of other Debussy pieces too.
I'll tell you.
Do you like The Snow is Dancing from the Children's Corner?
Mm-hmm.
I did that one too.
I was gonna say there are no P works that are even as close as being complex to Winter Winds. I mean, Grundle Mach Variation, that's as complicated as it can ever get.
Another Chopin etude I really like is this one.
What's that one?
A Waterfall etude.
That sounds like you could just do it with an arpeggiator on a keyboard
Yeah.
and it would still sound the same. You know what an arpeggiator is?
Where
No.
you hold a chord and it
And
plays
it
them
plays them
individually.
individually, sometimes going up and down octaves.
Oh my.
Like,
Yeah.
I used an arpeggiator on
Gosh.
So you play-
one of my covers of a Richard Harvey. I could probably.
So let's say you play. Maybe you could demonstrate it. So like maybe like demonstrate what you're playing and what it plays like while you're playing it. Oh, you're gonna tell about the arpeggiator.
Yeah.
So like maybe like demonstrate like what you actually play on the keyboard, like what you're actually doing with your hands, and then what it does maybe.
Yeah. I moved the bench out. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you before you play again, and I don't want you to run into it.
Well, I just put it back because I was done using it.
Okay. I might not put it back when I'm done using
That's
it.
fine.
Um,
That's totally fine.
So, like, for the Richard Harvey one, I played just this chord, like, these notes together. And what it did was...
Oh yeah, that could totally play Chopin for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Well, I heard, like, cause Hazel tried teaching me, like, she tried telling me about the insanity of winter winds,
Yeah.
and she said so far that it's literally just, like, it's literally like,
Oh, I thought you were going down thirds. Like, I thought you were going...
no, it's chromatic.
I
You-
thought it
you
was
do
like
the
that.
A every time you go down, and then, yeah, and I don't know like how it goes after that, but she's like, that's how it starts, so it's not as hard as you think, and I'm like, what?
That'd be like that's like the how Fred Morrison plays the last part of the Sleepy Maggie reel.
Well, like...
I have a
when
recording
you
of
were
that.
recording, it sounded like it was going down in thirds.
Thirds.
Well, I think she probably has a different version then, because like I've heard other versions that do the
Yeah,
A
but
every time.
it's the same score, isn't it?
Yeah, well, people can arrange it differently.
Well, that's what
if they
Studio
want.
Recorder is for. You can slow it down 2 octaves, and you'll hear exactly what the notes are.
Mm.
That's how I learned those Richard Harvey, like the... And like this at the beginning of it too, like the...
Our friend Deborah, instead of saying duh, she would always like inhale.
That's funny.
She'd sometimes go and sometimes make a really high, almost Denise Leigh like, well, no, almost Cristina like high note that sounded.
Oh my goodness.
Cristina Deutekom is her name. I didn't know what the pronunciation was until I actually put Jaws on the German language.
Yeah.
Because even though it's Dutch, I mean, I'm pretty sure German would come close. Because it used to say Cristina Deutekom. I'm like, what?
Oh.
It's actually Deutekom with the T pronounced.
Right.
So what would you like to hear first? It's up to you, Hailey.
Whichever.
I'd like to get Christina out of the way first because I want you to be able to at least sometime tell all your friends that you've heard one of the best vocal roulades ever, and that anybody has ever heard.
Right.
I think you've heard enough people do melismas and roulades to know how they sound in general, right?
Yeah.
Okay, wait till you. Christina's are like winter winds.
Ooh.
Like as good as. Like, you know how challenging winter wind is?
Mm-hmm.
These are like as you could like you like this. You'll almost get the same reaction. hearing these. They're not faster per se, but they're so crisp. It like I can't explain it. Lizzie, do you want to switch spots? I just wanted to know what Anders Fagerstrom's accent was so that I could hear how he actually speaks, because he's the guy that made those electronic bagpipes. Deutekom. No, it's Deutekom. I wish it wasn't such an long instrumental introduction.
Oh, it's fine. Oh my goodness.
This is a 7 vibrato, I believe. It might be, I think it's a 7 vibrato.
Oh yeah, this sounds like my voice teacher. Speed-wise.
So that's like a 7 vibrato.
Okay.
You should tell her she has the best vibrato ever. Or did you? Okay, here we go, here we go. What do you think? Nobody can ever do those like that.
Dude, her pitch is like spot on. And I get what you mean by crisp.
Mind you, this was from... Oh, when was it? Does it say?
Hang on, let me see.
Let me turn voiceover off.
Oh, I got it. 2008?
No, I think it was recorded in like 60 something.
Oh, well, it said it was put on YouTube in 2008.
Yeah.
But that's all it says.
So is it more like that? Because like if it's a little bit slower, like it, because like this I think is like a, yeah, that's more like a 7.0. You should tell her. You really ought to tell her she has the best vibrato in the world. And you should. Did you ask her like if she knew that somehow that faster vibrato was correct for the voice? Or?
Yeah, she's learning about that in grad school.
Okay, here we go. What do you think? See, I told you.
I love it. It's so...
I actually got an offer to accompany someone on this song for the national convention for the NFB.
Mind you, that particular soprano advocated for a wobble.
And so I told her, like, I was going to Suzuki Family...
Oh, Lizzie. Wait.
I heard it. She never goes flat. I love it.
Never. What do you mean never goes flat?
Pitch-wise.
It's like she hits every single note on pitch.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
And like with no signs of like sounding rushed.
She doesn't sound tense either, which I have to learn. Oh.
How doesn't she sound tense? Like
There's a quality in singing where if it sounds tense, it sounds like you're straining, and it sounds like...
Is that spinto?
I don't know what that means.
I think that's the Italian word for tense. This is one of my favorite parts of this piece. Oh, slide. There we go. I like this part. That's like a 7.
Yeah, my voice teacher's definitely like that. Not like as
Deep.
deep in quality, but like vibrato is that speed.
Yeah.
That's what Lindsay is too.
That's amazing.
So she's trying to teach me how to develop
Well,
it.
not all music therapists' vibratos are like that.
Well, you should be glad that she has the vibrato she has, because if she had a
Bridges.
wobble,
Bridges is slow.
yeah, Bridges is a wobble. But if she had a wobble, what do you think you would do?
I would try to learn it faster from another teacher,
Yeah.
probably.
So I got offered to accompany her on this. But so I was at Suzuki Family Camp at Blue Light. And so we tried finding versions on YouTube so I could hear it. but I wanted to get just the accompaniment.
Yeah.
And so somebody had to,
One of the teachers.
one of the piano teachers that was there, looked up a,
Oh,
the
how could
sheet.
you do that in one breath? Sorry, Lizzie.
Oh, there was a breath.
Well, not all the way through. That one long G was one breath.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
What was I gonna say?
Oh, Lizzie, let's just wait till this.
You were talking about the Suzuki thing.
Yeah. She pulled up the sheet music for a piano accompaniment
pause
of it.
Yeah.
Or do you want to listen to the whole thing, or did you get a gist?
We can listen to the whole thing, and then we can, or you can. I'll pause it, and you can explain it, and then. We
Yeah,
can listen to
explain
the
what
rest
you're talking about.
Others are Reese's. I haven't had Milky Ways in a while.
Yeah.
They're super sweet.
I think I'll Reese's.
I always go back and forth between sweet and salty.
What do you mean?
I'm having more of the hippies.
What was I gonna say? Oh, she tried pulling up the sheet music online, and I was recording her sight reading it,
Ooh.
So that you could possibly
so
find
that I
it.
could learn it. And so Jessica, the singer, called me
She's the one that recommends a wobble.
and
Yeah.
asked, like, how I was learning it, and I said, I'm not at the speed of the version I heard on YouTube. And she said, well, I would prefer it to play it at that speed. And I was like, I'm sorry, I probably won't learn how to play it at that speed by next week. And so she had to find a local, probably someone from a church or something to play it. But I did play for the Catholic Mass that they had at convention where Jessica sang, so I did get to accompany her after all.
Yeah,
Just not
but
on that song.
yeah, but her vibrato is still a wobble. I remember her saying slow vibrato is correct and fast vibrato is incorrect. And scientifically, that's the complete opposite. Anyway, here's the rest of the. Listen to this note right here.
That's what Deborah sounds like when she.
That's what Deborah sounds. Okay, here's a good trill right here. Wait, trill. Those who cannot do that will have a wobble.
Dude.
So, Michael, how did you remember that it was this song when at the actual banquet you were in the bathroom?
I could hear it. I could still hear the notes, and I could still tell it was a wobble. But
Oh.
I could still tell.
What's this one?
Another Milky Way.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
I thought it was going to be a Snickers.
You can have it if you want.
This one ends with a lot of roulades.
Ooh.
Sounds like something Richard Harvey would do.
Lizzie, you're dominating it again.
No.
Okay, go impress all your friends now. And that's where the singing stops.
Oh.
Let me find.
Video track position. Public video play. Track position.
That's awesome.
Video player. Collapse video. But
Let me find her version of
play close.
Der Holorach.
J.
Der Holorach.
Who composed that
Guys
one?
offered K. Cristina Deutekom sing. Cristina Deutekom. Mozart. Martin Almer Art.
Ooh.
That was the one we heard though.
Mercy
Oh.
Let Image. Cristina Deutekom. Bellini. Lawson Ambula. Cristina Deutekom. Queen of the Night Goes Internet. Cristina Deutekom. Guys offered Flynn. Mozart on track 19.
This is the first Queen of the Night aria. It's still Cristina.
Mm.
I think this was 84. It's so sad that she's no longer alive.
I was just about to ask.
1931 to 2014.
Mm.
So that's the only thing I don't like about her is the fact that she's gone and no longer with us. 'Cause nobody could do roulades like she could. Well, that's what you get for doing it for 8 years. Like, she did 8 years entirely on roulades, okay?
Ooh. How? I would love to hit that F. Oh. One day.
Would you love to have a vibrato like her?
Eventually. Yes.
And maybe I could play the zampoña with it.
Yeah, my goal note is the F. I can hit a D6 though.
Mm-hmm. Your what? No, oh, goal note.
Mm-hmm.
There are not too many other... Well, there are a couple of roulades in this one. But you heard that, right? She spent 8 years literally on nothing but roulades.
Yeah.
Nothing but... No trills, or... Roulades and trills, I should say, sorry. But think of that, though. 8 years.
That's a lot.
Nobody ever does 8 years, even close.
Like, how long did she practice, like, a day? Like,
15 minutes a day. For
For
8
8
years.
years.
Goodness.
I think that's the only way to get the roulades like she did. So at least I hope you remember that name, just so that you can show everybody.
Right.
And the pronunciation too, because remember the T is pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
Deutekom. I think the roulades are coming up, but these are triplets. Here we go.
Oh my. Ooh, that's complicated. Mozart, goodness.
Video player. The last video. Cristina Deutekom. Hot clothes.
Come on, why aren't you saying her name correctly?
Because it's a screen reader.
Cristina Deutekom.
Let me see if there's any more.
Cristina Deutekom. Der Hell Rash. Studio.
We already heard
Cristina
that.
Deutekom. Dies Opernflip. Mozart Utrecht 1984. Cristina Deutekom. Queen of the Night Goes Internet.
Have you ever heard that one? It's the second aria by the Queen of the Night.
No.
Cristina Deutekom. Bellini. La Sonambula. Anon Credia Mirardi. Ellipsis. Anon Judgment Pensiro. Fuisamonki 9.
Have you ever heard that one or no?
59
It's a Bellini piece.
Cristina Deutekom. Cristina Deutekom. Tura Rainstom. Abscadet. Rage.